Hello there and welcome to PGA Tour 2K25. My name is John McCarthy and I'm going to give you a few tips in this lesson about how to swing the great work. That's what we want to see. And look at you. That's what we want. Well done. Good job on that one. Almost there. I know you can do it. Let's give it another try. Well, that's all right. We got time. We'll try it again. All right, let's try again. No worries. We're going to try this again. It's all good. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. We'll try this again, though. All right, that wasn't too bad, was it? Glad you got through those lessons. And now we are going to take you over to create your first My Player. There's a whole lot more to explore in here. Can't wait to see what you create in PGA Tour 2K25. And I hope / know I will see you out there on the course real soon.
UK Sports and the PGA Tour are thrilled to bring you the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Welcome back to our coverage of the Travelers Championship. The final round starts right now. Good to be with you today. I'm Andrew Catalan, joined by Rich Beam and Luke Elvey. Henny Koyak and John McCarthy are down on the course. Rich, we're back in action at TPC River Highlands in Connecticut. What can the players expect this week?
A reprieve from last week's U.S. Open. Coming up to River Highlands here, this is a birdie fest. This golf course is always set up pretty simple, pretty easy, soft conditions, and I think the players love it. You know, signature event, only 70 players here, and I think you're going to see some of these players let loose, kind of take, take a little bit out of the bag and go ahead and take it out for a spin after last week of trying to hold everything together. They're going to go ahead and turn it loose a little bit on this golf course and see how many birdies they can make as compared to last week just trying to make pars. This week it's all about making birdies.
Lining up for his third now.
You think about the confidence this player has after winning in their last event.
Winning breeds confidence, doesn't it? It wouldn't surprise me to see them make another strong one at the title again this week.
7 feet left.
The all-important par save here.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our featured player in a tie for 5th. Now to the tee of the par 4 third hole. All right, John, you're down there. What do you see?
Ball really burrowed into this bunker. They're going to need to be quite careful as they exit this beach, guys.
Let's see if the player can manage a par. Here's a look at the leaderboard. Our featured player is in a tie for 7th. And now teeing off on a par 4. This is a 200-yard shot. Currently trailing by 2 shots. This is a 5-iron. That's a really nice approach shot.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
John, give us a read on this putt.
This one's going to go down the hill and to the right, I believe.
Well, that one was a bit firm. Henny is greenside.
This is a 12-footer here.
Way too much on that one. This is a 6-footer.
Let's keep those doubles off the card.
And that putt drops, and we move on to the next. Our leader has a 2-shot advantage on the field.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Big par saver coming up for this fella. Oh. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Now 4 back after that hole. The 6th is the first of our par 5s, and at 586 playing slightly downhill ridge, players should be enticed to go for this green into him.
Most players in this field will be looking to knock it on in 2. Tee shots want to favor the right-hand side to shorten up the hole ever so slightly. The second shot will be semi-blind, taking it over some bunkers and some mounds to a green that runs from right to left. Bunker front left and a runoff area over on the right-hand side. Shouldn't be too much of a bother for most of these players.
Putting for birdie. That one went by with a bit of speed, didn't it? This is a lengthy putt here. Oh, did you see that fly right past the hole? This putt is of 9 feet. And this next putt here is for a double bogey. And a sight we're used to seeing a lot, Xander Schauffele in top spot.
Now teeing off on the par 4 7th hole.
And coming off that double bogey then last makes it even more difficult.
That is going to work. And that one won't find the green. All right, going to need this one to save par. So close. Those are the shots you practice over and over at the range. Let's see what Colin Morikawa has done today.
Take a look at this long-range effort.
Before we go back to live play, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Here's a look at how things stand. It's a one-shot lead. This is a hybrid. Okay, that's going to play. All right, a longer putt remains. I'm not sure what he saw on that one. And now a 6-footer is left. As we head to the next hole, our leader has a 2-shot advantage. The tee shot at number 9.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Well, bad shot, bad break, whatever the case may be, that did not work out well. Rich, you look at Colin Morikawa and his iron game, he is always locked in.
He's just one of these players that is able to repeat the same motion time after time. It's robotic-like, but it has an artistry to it as well. He really is one of the players that you just want to sit there and watch on the driving range, kind of get mesmerized by exactly how good he really is.
Okay, let's see if we can get this one to drop for double. Let's go down to John on the course for an update.
Hey guys, we are checking in here with Brooke Henderson as she gets set for her next shot here on the 3rd.
Okay, it was important to see that shot. Let's take a look at the updated leaderboard. As we take a look at the leaderboard, our leader is up by 1. Looks like about a 170-yard shot required here. Not a bad shot right there. Time now for an on-course update. Here's John.
Hey guys, we are checking in with Colin Morikawa as he gets set for his next shot here on the 6th.
"13 feet to the cup." Well, maybe this would get the round going. A birdie putt coming up. Too much power on that putt. Here's a look at how things stand. It's a 1-shot lead.
Downhill par 3s, Rich. Lots of fun to play, particularly when it's only a wedge.
Yes, but be careful from the wind. This green is surrounded by large trees, and that wind can really swirl around this green. It's a good opportunity to make birdie, but bogeys might happen if you're not careful.
The old hammerhands putt. This is a par putt. John, do you have any info down there?
Hey guys, we are down here checking in with the Canadian Brooke Henderson as she gets set for her next shot here on the 5th.
And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. Now, plus 11 overall. Rich, the 12th, a par 4 measuring just over 400 yards. How do you play it?
Grip it and rip it. Those fairway bunkers down the right-hand side, they are really not a big bother, so try and take those on as best you can. The further you drive it down there, your second shot becomes so much easier as this green is perched above you. Again, another good birdie opportunity here.
And this one is for his par. Now, that's got to be frustrating. It's such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert. Sitting at 11 over for the event. Well, birdies would certainly be on the mind of the players when they stand on the tee at the par 5 13th, Rich, but there are bogeys here as well if you're not careful.
Don't get careless with this tee shot. Don't avoid the water on the right and try and hit it down the left-hand side, because out of bounds comes in quickly just left of those fairway bunkers. From the fairway, you have to decide where you want to go for it or lay it up out to the right. Any shots missed out to the right will leave a delicate chip to a green that runs away from the player towards the water.
Setting up for his third shot. A 7-footer right here. Oh, I like this. A great look for birdie to get the ball rolling. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Currently at 11 over for the event. Let's head to the 14th, Rich. A short par 4, but you've got to hit your tee shot up the hill.
Up the hill, dogleg from right to left, but one of the most generous fairways on this golf course, if not the most generous. Anything up to the right-hand side will open up the second shot to the green that sits well below you. Any tee shots missed over to the left, however, you could have some tree issues.
Oh, this has been a ball striking clinic. Another green in regulation.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
Currently plus 10 now for the event.
Let's check out the 15th. It's a par 4.
In good form, birdie at the last, looking to add on to that.
Not a bad result right there. Well, that's what you think about, getting up and down and saving par. Another birdie. That's 2 in a row, and there's starting to be a little buzz on the grounds.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
This is Brooke Henderson.
Okay, as we make our way back to live play, let's take a look at the leaderboard. As we take a look at the leaderboard, our leader is up by 1. Out of 16, it's a par 3.
This is difficult because the green, even though it looks large, it really isn't. This is actually a very small green. Difficult to get a tee shot close to any pin position out there. Center of the green is just dandy.
Wow, that hole could have been ugly, but a great job with the putter.
And to be fair, getting it up and down out of the bunker, albeit that was a pretty simple, straightforward bunker shot.
That's going to work nicely for him. Here's a look at the action from earlier today at 13.
This is his third.
This shot from around 100 yards out. That is right on target. That's a great position to be in after that approach.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
3 feet to the cup.
Nice little par putt here.
Now to 18, the par 4.
Tee shot should be favored down the right-hand side. The first fairway bunker over on the right is really no bother for all the players. The one on the left can collect a few errant tee shots. Second shot back up the hill ever so slightly to a green that's just begging for you to go flag hunting.
7 feet remains. Oh, almost. Not sure if that was a misread, but it comes up short. He finishes off his round with a bogey. The storyline was out there, the possibility of winning back-to-back. It doesn't happen often. It doesn't happen here.
It didn't. It just ran out of gas a little bit at the end, and it cost him. But boy, what a 2 weeks it's been.
Just a phenomenal day. We can't wait to do it again. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. Thanks for watching.